Hello and welcome to Ant Queen Nursery project. In this video, we will make an ant queen nursery for the purposes of housing 30 ant queens. For this project, you're going to need a measure tape, a good marker, drill bit size 8 and up depending on the size of the test tube you have, but make sure that the drill bit is for wood. We also need some screws, a sharp knife is a must, a countersink to help us hide those screws, and a drill. Ruler will come in handy. Some test tubes to house your ant queens. And some wood. In my case, I use all leftover wooden panels and wooden plank. And the last thing we need is some foam. I have mine from an old mattress. We will need some more things now and then in the process, but you will see them in the video. For now, we need to measure out a good piece that will match our needs. After we have done some measuring, in my case 20 centimeters, we connect the dots and draw a straight line, so we can cut it to size. Remember, if you want to make this yourself, you can go smaller or bigger, your limit is your imagination. Now that we have our piece ready, it's time to do some more measuring and marking. The first line I make is the excess that we will need to get rid of later. Now, I take 3.5 centimeters from each side and draw a line. I do it for the top as well. Then I mark the middle of the piece and draw a straight line across. And the same goes for the bottom. Now we need to mark off the spots where our test tubes will sit. Now that we have our holes marked out, it's time to drill. Put in your drill, but remember to go anti-clockwise so that the mattress doesn't rip. Now, the reason why I chose to use foam is simple. Whenever I put my ant queens in there, it will help prevent temperature fluctuations, because when I run my PC, the temperatures in the room change rapidly, depending on the stuff I do, which is rendering videos or gaming, and that raises the temperature by 5 degrees in a short amount of time. And also, when I open the window, the temperatures drop quickly when it's colder outside. So this is my way of dealing with that. I find that when the ants have a steady temperature, they develop their colonies quicker. I plan on getting 30 ant queens this year, of the Lasius niger family. Let's go back to marking again. We need to attach a piece that is going to hold our nursery securely to the wall. So we measure out 2.5 centimeters from each side so that the board is in the middle, and now we mark the length of the piece. And now we mark the middle for the holes. Now, for this part, we are going to need a smaller drill bit. I use the size 2 bit for the pilot holes so that the panels and the wood under them doesn't break. When we have our pilot holes ready, we can screw it all in together. But first, we need to use a countersink to hide those screws. The rest is simple, just follow what I do in the video and enjoy the music. that is nice and flush. Now, we need to cut some pieces that will hold the sides and provide structural integrity. I marked roughly the size of the foam on the board and got to cutting. After we've done our pilot holes, to prevent the wood from breaking, we can screw it all in together. Now we need to attach side pieces to create the frame to support the foam. There's no screw sticking out and everything's okay. After marking the places for the holes, for the screws, we can drill again, all the way through. And of course, countersink them, so they don't stick out. And again, we are making the pilot holes so the wood doesn't break. Click on the right to see the part 2 of the video and how it turned out. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.